Hi everyone and welcome to my channel Starseeker Tarot. My name is Nia and in today's reading you will be finding out how your spirit guides see you, what they think of you, how they feel about you and possibly more. So as you can see, you have these three beautiful cards and crystals to choose from. They are German cards. I'll be translating for you, but I'm sure you can tell what they mean, sort of. So for group number one, we have die Heilerin, the healer, and with it a strawberry quartz butterfly. Then for group number two, we have die Seerin, the seer, and with it my green chromatic sphere. And then for group number three, we have der Magier, the mage, the magician, and this beautiful angel aura crystal point. There you go. So all that you need to do now, as always, is to focus your attention on today's topic. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, pause the video if you have to, and when you think you're ready, just see which one or which ones, because you can choose several, of these three groups calls your attention the most. Do not overthink it, let your intuition decide, and then you can have a look in the description box down below where you find the timestamps for each individual group. So I'll see you there. Welcome to your reading, group number one, everyone who resonated with the healer. Gorgeous red-haired lady, she's giving witchy vibes, and this brand new strawberry quartz glitter butterfly. I got it from donation money, so thank you to the generous people in my audience. This reading here is about how your spirit guides see you, what they think of you, how they feel about you, and more. Please only take what resonates. It's a collective reading. Join in on my grounding and cleansing breath if you like. Okay, so let's go. I'm getting very soothing and very gentle and very calming energies from you. So your guides, that's their viewpoint. And you know, you often attract, well, you have contracts and connections with guides who vibrate on the same wavelength. So I just heard the word inspiring. They actually feel like you are very inspiring to them. And you know how teachers learn also from their students. Teachers learn by teaching. That's literally the case in your connection. They learn so much about you and from you and with you. You give them an experience and they're saying thank you, okay? Because no being really ever reaches, or I don't know about this, but you know, we are all here going through a journey. No one except for source itself is complete. So guides are on some kind of illumination journey as well. And you know, guiding you and witnessing your healing journey and your growth helps your guides on their journey. I hope that makes sense, okay? And yeah, you are an alchemist. You are an alchemist. What does that mean? You transmute low vibrational energies into high vibrational ones. Or you, they're saying the word dull, so you alchemize dullness, if that's even a word, or kind of a lack of magic into something high vibrational. Now, you will know that you are a transformer because you have been through stuff in life, challenges, obstacles, pain, dark moments, disappointments, frustrations, and sidetracks and all of that. But you have taken that as, you know, a test or as a chance to grow. And you have really turned it into something beautiful, and that's what they admire about you. So I'm getting a psychic download. So there is something about the soul tree. I have a reading that I'll link in the description box down below if you're interested. It's titled You Are Not From Earth, and one of the groups has a soul tree to choose as an opening card. So soul tree. I feel like this guide, or the main guide, we all have several, who's coming through there telling you we are from the same soul tribe. We're from the same origin, from the same kind of family of souls. So they are a soulmate. And often, passed on loved ones become our guides. So if that resonates with you, take it. Yeah, ancestor energy. So it could very well be that this passed on loved one is an ancestor, very close one, like a grandmotherly figure. So this could also be an auntie or male, whatever you resonate with, maybe a granddad. Our ancestors guide us because we are taking on some of their karma and we are transmuting it and solving it and clearing it. So you have such a heart-to-heart connection. You and these guides, they love you a lot, and they think you're so inspiring, very, very inspiring. Something about potions. Yeah, I don't know if you do stuff with potions, or maybe that's actually a quite regular job. Maybe you work with some kind of liquids, maybe you're like in the chemistry industry or something, or your job involves kind of mixing liquids, or like putting things in containers. Take that if that's your message. But healing potion. And also, maybe you have an inherited item from a ancestor who you have a connection with. That is a trigger object for connection and to kind of channel energy. So use that. Yeah. They're showing me something like on an attic or in a basement or in a storage unit, or maybe this is a wow, and my left ear has just gone numb and it's ringing. So that's someone entering my energy field. If that happens to you, I'm not a doctor. Go check it out with a doctor. I'm not giving you health advice, but I'm telling you, it could be something spiritual. When a high vibrational being enters our energy field, we sometimes experience ears ringing or goosebumps and similar things. Sorry, I hope you didn't hear that noise. So something about items, all precious items, and they are encouraging you to go somewhere and kind of dust it off and get it out and use it. Could be clothes, could be jewelry, could be skills. Maybe they are encouraging you to perfect, if you haven't done that already, or pick up a skill that this ancestor had and loved. Because if you do, that will just be a blessed thing. Like, continue the legacy. You are continuing your guide's legacy because you're all soul family. Okay? So, let's take out the tarot cards. This opening card is from the German Phoenix cards deck, and these tarot cards here are from a German deck. It's called Mystic Tarot. Mystic Tarot. Okay. Please, spirit guides, what do you think of group number 1? Okay, wow, the Magician. So I did feel that connection between you, group number 1, and group number 3. So you might want to check that out, group number 3, because we have the Magician here. And I see this house, and I see this one. I see a butterfly. I see a party hat. So since it came out in the reverse, you are not, they're telling you, you have not reached your full potential yet. So if you are feeling incomplete or like you're not fully living your purpose, you are correct. But you are unlocking it right now. So see this magic wand here, and the swan to me is also an animal of transformation, from ugly duckling to swan, unfolding. They are telling you, you will really get to shine your full light 100%. not too long from now, but you have to be in a different environment. So I don't know what that means. Take it how it resonates. You will already feel this in your heart. Does this mean that you have to move away from where you are living now to different town, different country, whatever, or just a different house, different flat? I don't know. Or does it mean that you have to leave your home or your currently existing relationships that don't serve you anymore? You need to be in a different environment, and that's where you will be in your full power, in your kind of, how Pokemon, they kind of evolve, and you are not the final stage of evolution yet, but you're turning into it. So they are preparing you for this, and they're quite excited. And they are so guiding you. This hand here is your guides, really putting you, directing you, making sure you go in the right direction. So they make certain moves for you. Obviously, you have free will, but they're taking things in their hands sometimes. Okay, the Ace of Discs in the reverse. Yeah, you're not quite there yet, but you will get there, all right? So you have planted these seeds eons of times ago, and your guides are telling you they've known you for many past lifetimes. You've spent them in the same dimension, in the physical together, and you have been each other's guides, switching roles. So they know you ever since your soul came into existence. If there is really ever a point of, a starting point for a soul, I don't know. But they've known you since you came into existence as a soul, and vice versa. And they're encouraging you, if you haven't seen anything yet, what you don't know is all of this growth here underneath, where you can't see happening, and things sprouting. And I feel like you are getting a glimpse of it right now anyway, but this little fern here will turn into something quite fruitful. So this has to do with financial, physical stability, and you may be making a living out of your purpose. We'll see. Let's get some more cards, but please, if you resonate with this reading so far, give it a thumbs up and leave a comment. They help other people like you find me. So if you don't know what to say, leave a butterfly emoji and subscribe and turn on the bell if you like what you see and you don't want to miss out on more future content. This is the Seven of Discs in the reverse. So many reversed cards. So that means you are currently in a stage of transition. And your guide is holding you close like this egg. It's like you are their offspring. And I'm not necessarily talking about a biological connection here. Always keep that in mind. This is a soul DNA connection. So your guides, they feel very kind of parental over you, because they have nurtured. You have both nurtured each other's growth over so many lifetimes, and possibly in other dimensions as well, and realms of existence. And they want to tell you, in case you've done that, if you have gotten to a stage where you realize that the dark moments on your path, where a chosen fate meant for you to aspire to the higher, to seek for answers and to learn how to be an alchemist, if you have done that, then you really won't be facing any more of that pain, any more of that toxic energy from others. It's time for this egg to hatch and for you to break free. So they're really proud of you. In case no one's ever told you that, they are really proud of you. And again, I'm seeing for many of you grandmother figures, but also aunties. Okay, I thought this was the Magician. Kind of looks like the Magician, but that's the Page of Wands. They're saying, look out, watch out for signs, because they communicate with you quite a lot, and you will know this. Okay, so and I see this parrot or whatever it is on a hill. On my angel aura channel, a viewer of mine said they were from a region in the UK where they have white horses on the hills. Look that up. I forgot the area, but it's close to Stonehenge. That's kind of what I'm seeing here. So they are watching over you, and they constantly send you signs of communication, and they will drop some hints as to what you are supposed to do with your life, because they know that you're kind of stuck right now, or like not knowing how things will progress or where you should be headed. They know, because they see things from a higher perspective. And yeah, watch out for their signs, song lyrics, angel numbers, because you will definitely be on the move very soon, where you will be completely, you know, aligned with your purpose and working in your full potential. Let's get a final Whispers of Love Oracle card. Getting that out. I was stung by a wasp, by the way, if you're wondering what that is. Stung by a wasp, but then I found a white feather where I was attacked, sign from my guardian angel. Crazy times. So please, spirit guides. Is someone's name Erin? Because I just saw that name. Erin or Erica. Okay, rest and relaxation is essential. I love that this is a mermaid. We all have a fundamental need to take a break. You have dolphins in the background, so you and this guide, you might have a shared past life in the ancient civilization of Lemuria. You might have an Atlantis connection as well. I see a lot of, you know, water elemental energy here, so that's very psychic, very deep. And I'm telling you, right now, you know, if you're like this lady, you're sitting and waiting and wondering and not knowing, your body needs to rest. You need to recharge, because very soon they need you with your full energy, okay? So what you're experiencing now is not the end. It's a necessary break. It's kind of a calm before the storm, but this storm will feel very energetic, very positive, okay? And things are working for you behind the scenes, and you will soon experience a change of scenery, a change of your surrounding, and you'll be doing big things, right? And your guides are very excited, and I don't know what you'll be doing. This is something that you can already feel right now, that you have been practicing, so it has to do with your healing qualities. There's so much, like becoming an actual kind of physical health healer, mental health healer, or someone who like works in nature, someone who's an artist. So many things you will know, but you haven't reached your full potential yet. More is to come, and make sure you expect this without pressure. Trust in divine timing, and know something big is coming. So this is your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. If you watched it all and you want to let me know, leave a beautiful mermaid emoji. If you want to send in some cards, crystals, or donations, I have some links in the description box down below. Thank you so much to my channel members and to all of my supporters, sending each and every one of you so many blessings, and until very soon, hopefully. Bye. Welcome to your reading, group number 2, everyone who resonated with this Seer, die Seerin, and this green chromatic glass sphere. So you are about to find out how your spirit guides see you, how they feel about you, and more. Please only take what resonates. It's a collective reading, and feel free to join in on my grounding and cleansing breath if you like. Okay, it's really hard to breathe for me today, so bear with me. We have some toxic rainfall, and it affects my lungs, but I'll be fine, and you'll be fine. So right away, I am getting ancient goddess energy or god energy. I'm getting this ancient connection. So our guides, They are quite mysterious seen from our 3D brains, but from our soul's perspective, we know it all. But yeah, I see a connection where you possibly had a very significant relationship with your guides in the same dimension in an ancient civilization like Egypt, or I don't really know how to call this area, and you know, thousands of years ago, and possibly more. Geography was different, so I'm seeing kind of, you know, the ancient lands where today we have countries like Turkey and Greece and further up north. So the very east, southeast of Europe is what I'm seeing. So you might have some genetic ties to that region, but even if you don't, this is about soul DNA. And this is weird. If you feel like a very old soul, your guides are telling you, or like if you feel like you don't fit into this society, your soul incarnated thousands of years ago, and then you skipped thousands of years in, you know, 3D, in the 3D timeline, and you're now in this modern society. And that's why you feel so strange here. That's why you can't compare yourself to other people, because you have different tastes, different ideas, different values, different interests, different practices, different everything, okay? So you have kind of, from a human perspective, missed out on many years of evolution in the 3D. So that could be why you have trouble, you know, existing in this modern world. And I'm telling you, kind of embrace the fact that you feel like you're born in the wrong age. Because you're not really in the wrong time frame here. You chose to come here to bring some of that ancient energy, because our society's become so alienated, so estranged from source, and souls like you who are still more connected to source, because back in those ancient times we all were, you know, they are very important souls like you. So I don't know what kind of practices you are into, but you're being encouraged to use them and to share them with people, and to just be you authentically, because even if you don't kind of influence people directly, just you existing here, you radiate energy, and it's important that you shine your full light, that you show your true colors, that you are you. Yeah, this is quite cool. This is very cool. And I don't know if you are very aware of your psychic gifts. We all are psychic. No one is more special than anyone else, okay? We all have our gifts and talents, and everyone can work on every gift. So if you've been drawn to exploring certain practices or certain religions or certain I don't know what, then do it, because your soul sends you these, you know, ideas. They're more than just ideas. Yeah. I don't know why my voice changes all of a sudden. So maybe you have a past life as a channeler or an oracle. I will link in the description box down below a reading about messages from the ancient oracle of Delphi. You might enjoy that. You might have lived in those times, okay, in ancient Greece. Yes, scrying. You might have a natural gift to kind of see things in shiny, or maybe not shiny, but in certain surfaces. That being said, did you see myself in the close-up? You can actually see me taking the picture of the cards in this crystal ball. It's a bit embarrassing, but oh well. So if you see things other people don't, your guides are telling you, that is for a reason. You know, that doesn't mean you're crazy or like you're weird or there's something wrong with you. Just very psychic and very kind of in tune with your ancient DNA, and you're doing great. And this message is similar to group number one's message. Your guides, they don't see this hierarchy between you and them, like you're the small little human and they're this like big amazing spiritual creature. No, they see you like on the same level. and they know you. You've spent a past life together, at least one. And so this guide of yours, they might be well known from ancient scriptures, yeah. So they might be, I don't know, like a saint, you know, who's known now from Bible scriptures, like, I don't know, Saint Anthony. Or they might be an ascended master, one of the, like Sophia, like one of the oracles, or whoever. You will know who this is. Maybe it's Buddha, I don't know. They are kind of famous in that sense. So you could find information about them in books and such. So this opening card is from the German Phoenix cards deck, and the tarot cards I'll be pulling now is from the German Mystic Tarot deck. And if you saw that, I was stung by a wasp. I'm fine. Some people, I'm sure, will be worried, will be wondering. I'm fine. They are showing me a very exotic bird or butterfly, and that being said, she has kind of this crown of wings, so exotic kind of wings or feathers. Does that ring a bell? 5 of discs in the reverse. We have this. Is this a rose? Yes, that's a rose. I thought it was a poppy. Poppy might be someone's name. I love flower names for girls. So sweet. Is your name Poppy? That'd be so sweet. See, her hair looks like roots. You are recovering in this lifetime from some trauma you experienced in that one last lifetime that you spent with your current guide or your main guide. They're telling you your wounds right now, and I don't know what kind of wounds you have. Are they mental? Are they emotional? Are they physical? You know, things that really trigger you, repeating patterns in your life. You experienced some trauma in that past life, and you are here to heal it and to recover from it and to embrace it, to understand it, to shine a light on it. And that's why this guide is with you right now. So different scenarios, take it how it resonates. These are just examples. But some of you might have been persecuted in this past life for practicing magic or for being a truth teller. Truth tellers are always hated in societies that are experiencing moral decay. So you might be experiencing that again now, and this is giving me goosebumps. This is giving me my truth bumps. So this could be about myself as well. And what you need to be doing, and your guides are giving you strength, all right, is to stand your ground, to practice what makes you you, to represent your moral views, to be open about them, and to not let the dark side win, all right? That's how you heal it. There is not much more that you need to do. You just need to love yourself for being different, and you need to kind of accept the criticism you experience from the outside world. Don't let them dim your light. You know, the majority does not determine truth. They never do. Like, truth is something that is measured by quality, okay? So if you are an outcast, if you are a lone wolf, a lost unicorn, that doesn't mean you're wrong. You're right, okay? So be proud, and that will heal you. I also see a clock. I don't know, like a big old clock, like Clockwork Orange. I hope not. I mean, it's a cool film, but it's quite disturbing. I see a big clock. Do you have one in your living room, or have you passed by a clock, or like Big Ben, Tower of London? I don't know. Page of Cups. I pulled the Page of Wands in group number 1. So this is interesting. Our guides are all helping us to discover something new. To, you know, that's why we reincarnate, to, you know, do it all over again. She's looking at this goldfish here, and I love that the sun's now coming out. Can you see this rainbow here? Awesome confirmation. Rainbows are signs from your guides, and so are flowers, pansies in particular. And very weird, but take it if it resonates. You might have the same hair type as you did in this ancient shared past life. your hair. And I mean, hair is important. When we analyze our hair, you know, we can find out so much about our body, about our DNA, and something about your hair. So embrace your hair, love your hair. I feel like your guide will make a surprise visitation. Your guide really wants you to know them. So some people are worried that if they have a certain guide in mind who is maybe famous, that it's wishful thinking, or that, you know, they have like psychic, what do they call it? Like some kind of, you know, hysteria or something. No. Well, some people do have that, but if you have been receiving so many signs confirming that this is really your guide, if you feel like it resonates in your heart, embrace it. And they want you to see them. So if you are being shown, I don't know, pictures of Jesus somewhere, Jesus can be a guide for all of us, but for you, he might be more than just, you know, a guide shared by many. You might have had a past life, a shared past life with Jesus or someone similar. This is quite big. They will show themselves to you and you will understand how, okay, this should resonate with you. If it doesn't at all, then it's probably not your message. But you'll see their image. You'll see their image as a sign of confirmation, or maybe in your dreams, or maybe when you do the scrying. Maybe you've seen a face in the mirror or in a window. Take it how it resonates. But please give this reading a thumbs up if you find it helpful, and leave a comment, because they help other people like you find me. If you don't know what to say, leave a crystal ball emoji. And if you are new, please join the tribe and hit the bell if you want to be notified when I post new content. Judgment in the reverse. She has angel wings. So this guide could also be an angelic figure. I feel like this guide is a religious figure, in the sense that they are known in ancient text and ancient scripture. Not talking here necessarily about man-made kind of fictional scripture that, is not a true representation of, you know, the people described in it. I'm talking about the genuine truth, which is often disguised, but you have a good antenna to understand what's truth and what's deception. So anyway, you are here to fulfill a big purpose that you failed to fulfill in this shared past life. And your guides are here to encourage you and to, you know, give you the right tools to make you move forward, to make you understand things when you are struggling. And it's so important that you use your voice. Might be your actual voice, you know, like myself, I use my voice here to do this work. I don't know how you are using your voice, but speak about it, be who you are meant to be, and kind of spread the knowledge, share it. It doesn't matter how many people listen. It's not about quantity, it's about quality. You just do you, and make sure that in this lifetime you just fulfill this purpose, and you will. Like, you're already doing it. You're already doing it, but again, what you do triggers other people. They will judge you, they will put labels on you, right? By the same token, we judge other people, we put labels on them, but don't let that stop you. I feel like this is a wake-up call, so you are one of the souls who've come here to raise awareness and to help the global shift. 9 of Cups. Yeah, this is super good news for you. So this is this feeling of being content and feeling complete and like you have got it all. So you're probably not quite there yet with this 5 of Cups in the reverse energy. There are some ancient wounds that are being triggered right now, but you are handling it the right way. Your guides stand with you, and they're really proud of you. They're giving you the signs. They're reminding you of who you truly are. It's like that moment where what's the monkey priest called in The Lion King? The monkey priest who tells Simba to look up into the night sky, and his father appears from beneath the stars, and he says, remember who you are. This is giving me goosebumps as well. Your guides want you to remember who you truly are and to awaken this ancient power within you. So carry it with grace and with pride, and be loud and let your true colors show. And when you do that, you will know that you've done it. You know, you will know that you have cleared this karma, or maybe broken this ancestral curse, whatever. You will know. And I'm seeing this knight's, what's it called, armor that this lady's wearing. So maybe your past life was only a few centuries ago. So maybe medieval Europe. I don't know. You will know this because it's kind of an area that maybe an area or an era that you feel a certain way about. Could be negative feelings or positive feelings. But if you feel very strongly about some kind of historic period, you're probably from then. And yeah, you'll do it. Your guides know it, and you'll be celebrating together. And they love that for you, and are saying kind of reward yourself for it and watch out for flowers. I feel like especially reddish orangey flowers, or kind of almost kind of coppery flowers. Let's get one last message from this Whispers of Love deck. I love this angel harp. So, are you a musician or a singer? By the way, you know, if you have some kind of talent, oftentimes, you know, is not a coincidence. You nurtured this skill in past lives. So you might be surprised that you're really good at, you know, picking up an instrument or anything else, like a skill that others struggle with initially. You'll be very good at it because you've done it before. Like attracts like. If you long for more love, be more loving. And I don't know if you can see, but this being, she's holding a being that's holding a being that's holding a being. This is like an infinite chain of holding each other. So you and your guide, you're doing that for one another. That's a very similar message that I saw in group number 1 as well. Okay, you are guiding each other either together in the same dimension as you probably did in this past life relationship. And they're saying mentor. So they were your mentor, or maybe vice versa, the other way around in this ancient lifetime. And, you know, it will go kind of switching roles like that on and on. And sometimes you were the guide in the higher realms, and they were in the 3D realms or somewhere else. Why am I seeing a carrot? I don't know. Does that ring a bell? I mean, it's also orangey. I don't know. But yeah, you are very much alike. They're telling you we are of the same kind. We always find each other in every single lifetime, in every dimension. We have a connection. We hold each other. We love each other. So if you don't feel loved, if you feel misunderstood, your guide loves you so much and you love them so much. So your 5D self is fully with them in the same dimension. And that's just such a beautiful image. Always remember that. You will never be disconnected from this guide. You have never been. So this might be a twin flame connection. I'm not a fan of that term and how it's used in New Age practices, but you know, they are a part of you that has become an individual. So you're very, very close. You hold each other, and they love you. So know that they love you, and send them some love, because they always hear you, they always feel you. And yeah, this is very beautiful. I hope it helped you. If you watched it all, thank you so very much. If you want to let me know, you can leave a blue heart emoji. And if you want to send in some cards or crystals or donations, I have some links in the description box down below. Thank you so much to my channel members and to all of my supporters, sending each and every one of you so many blessings. And until very, very soon, hopefully. Bye. Welcome to your reading, group number 3. Everyone who resonated with the Mage, the Magia, and this Angel Aura Crystal Point. So you are about to find out how your spirit guides see you, how they feel about you, and more. Please only take what resonates. It's a collective reading, and feel free to join in on my grounding and cleansing breath if you like. Okay, so I'm feeling very calm energies in this entire video, which is really good and needed. So you and your guide, this is a single guide coming through for you. We have many, we have several, but there is one coming through who's very important for your entire journey. Sometimes we have certain guides that only stay with us for, some time, for a phase, but this guide's been with you for ages, literally. So, and they feel like this ancient sage, like this ancient mage. That I'm getting, divine masculine energies from them, but this is just an image. You will feel in your heart if that matters or not. It could be divine feminine energies as well, or a neutral kind of energy, but I'm getting this kind of warm grandfatherly presence. So and you kind of have that energy as well. I don't know how old your physical body is and what you identify as, but some of your energy is kind of giving ancient grandpa, ancient sage grandpa energy. And I mean that as a compliment. You're like a wise, old, loving and caring man with a magical charm. Okay, so take it how it resonates. I'm seeing a floating golden key here. So unlocking orbs, fireflies. I don't know exactly what that means yet, but candlelight, grotto, temple, altar. Yeah, I don't know if you practice that, but maybe you should, depending on your culture and belief system and your lifestyle. I don't know what you do, but do you have kind of a space that you dedicate to something spiritual? I feel like you should start doing that. So this could be a sort of, I don't know, altar for your ancestors or for your saints, for your guides. Kind of do that, and if it doesn't resonate at all, don't do it. But if you have been thinking about performing some kind of ritual or dedicating some space to some higher force, do it. That's an advice from your guides. Also with this magician hat here, could be a witch's hat, a sorceress hat, depending on what you resonate with, some kind of decoration. Let me just, they're showing me this. It almost looks like, a Mickey Mouse when he's the magician in Fantasia. Oh, that's my favorite Disney film ever. I'm seeing that kind of the pointy blue hat with the stars on it. They feel like you have lost your magic a little bit. So your guides are telling you, yes, you are a wise old soul and you're possibly quite tired because you've been through so much, and possibly other people turn to you when it comes to solving problems or just, when they need replenishing, they turn to you, and you have absorbed a lot of very serious energy. You are very weary, and that's understandable. And your guides are telling you, you need some fun, you need some like uplifting kind of Disney magic in your life, or whatever you, perceive as, a little bit silly or a little bit, childish, inner child, heart chakra energy-ish. You need to bring some more fun and color and light into your life. They're a bit worried about you becoming maybe too grumpy or too much of a hermit. So set some boundaries. As an empath and a wise old soul, someone who carries a lot of wisdom and life experience, regardless of how old your body is, you have so much life experience and so much wisdom to share. We want to help other people and they always come to us, but it's important to say no. Sometimes you have to protect your boundaries and you have to do something because you're getting too serious, you're getting too old. Okay, that's what they're saying. You take it if it resonates. So here with this crystal point, I see the rainbow, I see the fun colors, I see the shininess. Your guide is challenging you here to do at least one fun activity every day, to tell at least one joke every day, to laugh at least once every day. Your hair's kind of become gray, maybe, literally or figuratively. And, you know, they are taking your troubles very seriously, but they're saying, please don't let that be the only thing to identify who you are. Yes, that's a huge part of who you are, someone who's become very serious and wise and kind of tired because you've been through it. But there is also your inner child. You've been neglecting it, and this is probably kind of blocking your growth a little bit. You're missing out on the color and the fun, so do something fun. Do something fun. Get out of your comfort zone, because your comfort zone feels like this dark, serious space that's only dedicated to learning and growing, and you know, you just need to get out of there. So you need to do something. You need to do something. I don't know. Let this be your sign to do something silly today, to watch a fun show today, to go out and spend more time with kids or people who are really goofy, or animals. That is very helpful. So let me draw some tarot cards. The opening card was from the German Phoenix cards deck, and this here is the German Mystic Tarot deck. Whoop. That's the 10 of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, it's exactly what I've been telling you. It's too much. You have been carrying your own burdens and other people's burdens, and it's time to drop the baggage. So it doesn't make you a bad person if you say no. And even, you know, people are always in need, and sometimes maybe they have no one else who would help them, but you can't take it all on, right? So tell people that you need some space. You don't owe anyone anything. You have too many obligations. You're like juggling too many things. Maybe this is also about your work life. You need to stop that, seriously. You're carrying too much weight on your shoulders, so you can't probably change this attitude from one day to another, but please be very aware when people come to you and they trauma dump on you. They're kind of, some of them, abusing you in a way. Don't allow for that to happen. If afterwards you feel worse and you feel drained and you feel like they ruined your day, you need to change that. You need to maybe, like, you know, any office, any person who offers some kind of service, they have office hours. You need to have a weekend. You need to have some free time. And you need to make sure that you also spend time with healed people, with good people who inspire you and who affect you positively, right? So nature, children, animals, creativity, art, and do something for the senses, for your physical senses, you know, taste, sight and sound, all of that, touch. Do something. Like, you need to stimulate your body a lot more in a positive way. Feel your body. I feel like you've become such a weary soul. I'm not a doctor, not giving medical health advice. I'm giving spirit advice as a medium. But if your body feels old and without energy, it's because you haven't done anything nice for your body. Do something nice for your body. And your guide is almost like pulling you close, like they're pulling you. Come on, come. Like, stop wasting your time and giving away too much of your light, you know. Give yourself some light. White flowers might be a sign for you. The 4 in the reverse. Oh wow, that's a crocodile. Some people think I'm Australian. Some people think I'm South African. What do you think I am? No Australian, though, has ever claimed me as their own. But I just heard this crocodile in an Australian accent. I can't even do one properly, but I just heard that in an Australian accent. So maybe that's a sign for you. Do you live anywhere where you have gators, or I don't know? Could be. But I see the letter S, that might be your initial. Also see dragon energy, spirit animals, power animals, so animals, birds, spiritual messengers. Your guides are telling you, you need to start over new. Take it how it resonates. This could be, well, it's definitely about your attitude towards people. Don't let them use you and abuse you and drain you. Don't become an energy sponge for other people's negativity. Don't focus your attention and energy only on what's wrong with the world and other people and you. You need to completely change that. Okay, make an effort. I don't know what you should do, like read some self-help books, look up some creators on YouTube. You know, there are great psychologists and therapists out there who give advice on that. Do something. You need to change that now. You need a reset for sure. But then it could also be like small routines that you could change to bring more fun into your life. They're saying something about if you have the time to do that and if you want to do that, start your day by going on a little walk, okay? Fresh air, listen to music or don't listen to anything at all, or spend time with animals, I don't know. A fresh little routine, spice up your life. You need to do that and connect with your spirit animals if you resonate with that. If you feel the magician vibe a lot, maybe you have a dragon connection. I have a reading that I will link in the description box down below for those of you who want to connect with some kind of dragon guide. Dragons are powerful animals. And if you resonate with this reading, please give it a thumbs up and please leave a comment. It helps other people like you find me. If you don't know what to say, leave the magician or the witch emoji. And if you are new, join the tribe, subscribe and turn on the bell if you want to be notified when I post new content. I always pull this card when I use this Mystic Tarot deck. I always pull this card. She always finds me. So this is the Chariot. And she's moving slowly but steadily, and it's so cool that we have a Disney castle here in the background. So maybe you should, if you have trouble, if you are an overthinker and you have trouble disconnecting from these nagging thoughts and from other people's problems, distract yourself by watching some films or listening to some audiobooks or reading about, you know, fairy tales, something light-hearted. Make sure you don't turn to some kind of challenging or heavy kind of distraction, like watching true crime documentaries or watching horror movies. I mean, do you, but that's all kind of heavy energy. Do something uplifting for your inner child and know that you will move forward. If you break this cycle, you will move forward and you won't be feeling so old and so drained and so stagnant. Yeah, if you do what you are advised to do here, things will get better for you. So they see you as someone who's way too serious. You're way too serious. It's like they want to tell you jokes or they want to speak in a funny way to you to make you laugh. Okay, this is the Emperor. You're way too serious. At first I thought this was a page, but this is clearly a king. So yeah, see these people here, these dark figures, and they're all like played like puppets on a string. You know, these times are rough, and you know this more than anyone else. There are a lot of dark souls incarnating right now, lots of souls with heavy, heavy karma, and we're all going through this collectively in order to wake up and to change and to aspire for higher. But you are not responsible for other people's karma in a way that you need to take on their burdens, and you have done that. And this is some very serious kind of advice from your guide. You are kind of taking on other people's stuff. It's not even yours. So let it go, let them be, and trust that they have their team, they have their guides, they have their angels. You are not their guide or their angel, right? and go and play. You're too serious, you have too much discipline, you have too much composure, and it's okay if sometimes you lose your mind. It doesn't mean that you're a crazy person or that you are kind of messy or whatever. Don't be so damn serious, and allow yourself to kind of do something forbidden, like eat as much chocolate as you want, or stay up late just for the sake of it because you enjoy it, sleep in, like do some little things that really challenge your belief system. Do something to break your own rules because you are too rigid. You're too rigid. Sometimes that's needed, but not always. And that you need to free yourself from chains that are karmic chains of others, and you can break those easily just by putting yourself first. And your guides, they see you as someone, quite admirable. So you have accomplished a lot throughout past lives. You have gained so much knowledge and so many skills, but don't let other people, take advantage of that too much. Yes, you give freely, but don't give away more than you have. Okay, so let's take a final oracle message here from the Whispers of Love deck that I love so much. Have you noticed my wasp sting yet? I'm feeling a bit conscious about it. I was stung by a wasp, so don't worry. What people notice sometimes in my videos quite makes you feel a little bit paranoid. If you most of you are so incredibly lovely, but there are some people who just, I don't know. If you have people like that around you, don't give them your energy. And I guess I shouldn't either. I should be practicing what I'm preaching. Be authentic, be real and true to who you are and how you feel. So you have a very kind of strict facade, possibly, and I resonate with that a lot. You had a very strict upbringing where you had to have composure, even as a little kid, where you were told a lot of self-limiting things, like you have to work incredibly hard to get a reward, or you cannot treat yourself, you cannot ever splurge, you always have to be very responsible with everything, or you have to blah blah. No, you don't have to. What does your inner child want? Be authentic to your inner child. And if you look at this card here, there's a little boy playing a flute, and we have the butterfly, and we have this beautiful being with a swan. Swans, beauty. We have some lizard people. I mean, you might have a connection with the lizard people. I don't know how I feel about them. Only take it if it resonates. But you need to let your feelings show more because you are too strict. And it has to do with your upbringing a lot. But you took that as your standard form of being, what you were told as a kid. And it's time for you, because you are now the adult. You can now take matters into your own hands, and you can change this, and you can allow for yourself to be more emotional, because you are emotional on the inside, but you don't let it show. Like, give people an emotional reaction. That's good sometimes. It's more authentic, and do something that your heart calls for you to do. Follow your heart more, because you only follow your head, it looks like, or take it how it resonates, but you tend to only follow your head. Follow your heart for once, okay? Make that a routine, and it will make you feel a lot better in general, and you will attract brighter people, brighter situations, like happier people, happier situations, because you deserve that, and your guides want that for you. They want to see you more happy. So, and they love you, obviously, and you love them. I hope this reading helped you. If you watched it all and you want to let me know, leave a dragon emoji with your wizard. If you want to send in some cards, crystals, or donations, I have some links in the description box down below. Thank you so much to my channel members and to all of my supporters, sending each and every one of you many, many blessings. And until very soon, hopefully, bye.